Yes. Hello, David's in the house.
Hello.
Greetings.
Thanks for
With
having me.
your Bassbreaker.
With my Bassbreaker, yes.
Interesting thing.
Indeed.
The first reason you bought it was it's a perfect pedal platform.
Yes, this my main intent was to have a rather cheap amplifier, which works perfectly with any pedals I use.
Mm-hmm.
So in this case, I'm using a little bit different than today because I use it mainly clean. For today, we try to find some breakup.
Because
it's also with the Solodallas, which works differently.
which works with every amp, especially with some Marshall style, because that's the reason for the name, that it's a mix of the BassMan and the
Bluesbreaker, yes.
And the Bluesbreaker Marshall, and it is indeed.
Mm-hmm.
You can even jump the inputs with.
And it's basically a non-master volume. That's what I really like about it. It's just you got the normal and the bright channel, and of course it's to nowadays with all those. You can dial down the output from 45 watts to 1 watt.
Okay.
So, but it's too loud with 1 watt for your apartment. It's not possible. So.
No, it's a funny machine, and it works well with crunch. Let's try it
without the storm. So this is how I wouldn't use it normally.
We turn down the bass.
We turn down the bass, yes.
Which you have to do. It's even with the old GTM 45, or even other Marshall tops. It's sometimes better to turn down the bass.
In my experience, it is with any Marshall top I know, if you push it into saturation and into distortion, or overdrive, let's say, you have to dial your bass back almost to zero.
Because it's
more or less
it gets too muddy.
Yeah.
But
as I said before, I wouldn't use it normally this way. I would use it clean, almost clean, with my tube zone and all the other things. But with the storm, it's just a different story.
It's fine.
Yeah. So turn on the storm. It's cool. It's very, very cool.
And you have a very strong high output humbucker in your Strat.
In your world, it would be strong, yes.
About 10K or something.
I think so.
Yeah.
It's actually all three of them are made by Lucas Good.
Okay, yes.
And they are customized. Mainly, my target was to meet something about your Strat with your HSS, the one set. And I liked it so much that I decided to do this as well, because I had this similar guitar from about the same age. And so I don't know exactly how strong they are because I never tried it out. I just told Lucas what I wanted to achieve, and he wired it for me.
No, it's good. Sounds good.
And I really like it. The first run it was with the
The Sir.
Not with the saw, but the magnets would have been
Alnico
3.
Ah, okay.
Right, and now it was a little loose in the bottom end, so we changed it to Alnico 5. And meanwhile, in my opinion, it's really cool. It fits the guitar, and I like it.
It's a good thing. Maybe in this special setup, as we use it now, with a Marshall-like amp and the Solodallas pedal, it's not bad. With a little bit
weaker pickups.
This Angus specs, this what I have.
I really like the sound of this SG. Really like.
No, it's perfect. It's a 7.8
yeah.
in the bridge. Neck is not interesting because I don't use it. No, it's 7. It's similar. But that's the. And I have my old Silverface, very fine amp, BassMan, which is also a great pedal platform amp. But as we see, I have also the.
But I turn it off for a moment.
That's the crunch of the.
It's perfect for, let's say, some Australian pubs. So we turn it on, but it doesn't say storm.
It doesn't. What does it say?
It says nothing. It
Replica.
says replica.
Love him.
Yes.
It's a fat.
Yes.
Very,
Really,
very,
cool.
very. I love the mid range of this amp.
Yeah.
I use it.
I didn't have it on my radar for many years. I was just that much in my Marshall world that I Fender was just always blues and some kind of this Stevie Ray Vaughan thing, which is great for itself. But I'm based in the heavy rock world originally, so it was always Marshall and things like Soldana or like Bogner and all those high gain amps which I admired and which I was looking for. And so I don't know, but someday I think Tim Pierce was the first who, because
get
any BassMan and any overdrive pedal.
But with a Celestion speaker.
But with a Celestion speaker, right?
That's very important. And we both have connected it to. Yours is connected to my old Marshall,
which I really.
Which is not bad, and the old one is to the Sir reactive load, which is also not bad. It's very handy. It's easy to use.
Much easier to use.
Can turn it down to bedroom level. No, I like it, but the direct compare is. I prefer also the original.
To be honest, if I wouldn't know which signal is which, I think I couldn't tell.
But you feel it, especially when
really
the amp
sure.
is not so has not so many bottom end. Then I miss it a little bit on the Sir.
Okay.
And I don't miss anything
but
on my.
That's not the problem of these amps.
That's the good thing. Yes, that's true.
Otherwise, you have to dial out the bass.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it gets very muddy and not very clear in the. Especially if you play 8 or something like that.
Yeah, that's
so cool.
But that's Marshall territory. That's typical Marshall territory. That's hard to achieve with any or some similar stuff like Soldano or whatever or Bogner. But this world, that's not the Fender world. If you listen to Neil Young, that's the special Fender world, which is not bad, but it's not for this heavy stuff.
I really love some Fender guys. It's wonderful. Kenny Wayne Shepherd, for instance.
Yeah, sure. Kenny Wayne Shepherd plays like our style, clean amp, so maybe edge of breakup, but clean, and then lots of pedals.
Might possible. I just don't know.
Yeah, anyway, it works great, and it's a different kind of music. But what we try today is this kind of music.
And if it's possible to achieve this Marshallish way of amp distortion pushed by a very, very good pedal to push.
Yeah.
Not really an overdrive, not really distortion. It's something. It's like a boost, but
It's
a very, very special.
Yeah, it's
way of-
perfect for this kind. I have to say it's perfect. It does work with whatever we both have enough pedals. They work great, and it's always a mix between treble boost and mid boost and distortion and maybe a combination of both. But that's all-in-one solution.
Yes, and the funny thing is that when I came here and I tried it out first, especially with this puppy here, because I feel that the BassMan has got a little bit more of more gain for itself. It's cleaner.
Definitely.
More
yes,
clean.
Yes. Let's get the cleaner.
Let's get the cleaner, yes.
Because we need it here.
It's dirty, very dirty, not only sound-wise. So when I came, I was a little insecure, let's say, because it felt so weak,
so clean,
so small. A small amount of gain. In fact, it's not really. It's far away from high gain territory. It's like, yes, for riffing it's perfect, but for meanwhile I got used to it and it's perfect, and I don't miss a thing. But in the first place, I was a little frightened of playing because it's so clear. But that's what I'm. In fact, in the end of the day, that's what I'm looking for is as clear as possible, as less gain as possible to keep the signal clear and to get heard. In fact, and this helps a lot, really a lot, because it
does. Yes.
I don't need more. I don't have the feeling anymore that I'm lacking something of like gain, or especially if you're not in front of your 4x12 when you play a tone.
You get thrown.
You get thrown to the audience, and
which is cool.
And it feedbacks forever, and you can you can define in which octave it feedbacks, and that's only possible if you're in the same room, or if you get a lot of distortion.
That's always the bad thing with in the studio.
Yes.
But everybody has troubles with it,
Yeah.
and there are some possibilities. Putting some small speakers.
I remember you had this once, yes.
But it's not the same.
No.
The air is not moving.
No.
The ear is not breathing.
I know Conrad's solution is a sustainer in his Vigier guitar,
which is also
which is cool, but it's also different.
It is, yes.
I mean, at the end of the day, it's the thing which keeps the tone alive.
But the difference is getting the tone into feedback is one thing, but having it permanently on
it's
your
a different
tone,
thing. Yes,
that's what we love with our big cabinets behind us. We have to tell this that more and more and more, because it's getting lost in days like this where everybody comes along with campers and really small amps, and technic guys say, yeah, it's great, but rock and roll is not rock and roll anymore. Sometimes it is.
It's a
but if you look
story,
where, then you see, the guys are playing loud, really loud.
Yeah, really loud. Yeah. Still, smooth here. But speaking of, as I think we said before, it hasn't got a master volume per se. It's got 2 volumes for each for the normal and the bright channel.
Yes.
But it hasn't got a master volume, which I really love about it. It has got something similar, but it's different. It's this
voltage control.
Voltage control from 45 to 1 watts.
Okay, let's try it once. I put it back on 1.
The thing is, if you put it beneath 12 o'clock, it's getting, if you roll back the volume of a guitar, which I love to do, to achieve a clean tone, it's the only way I do it, to be honest. It's getting very dull and it loses its headroom. So if I turn it on completely, and if you leave it down, please, leave it to 1 watt, it's okay. That's all right. You can still rock along, but the thing with the rolled back volume. I mean, yes, you can get along somehow.
We hear it now.
We hear it.
It's better
really
now as it would be on stage.
Yes, but happy I wouldn't be with that. It's nothing which
I make you happy.
Make me happy again, please.
It's so easy to make
It's
guys
so easy.
happy.
Just turn it on.
Turn on the That's the good thing. Talking about heavy and high gain, okay, that would be maybe we would be also very happy with every Marshall we have here. But,
Yes.
but the clean side is not bad with this Fender.
It's wonderful.
Tops.
Yeah, this bright and sizzling and
He has 6L6s or what?
no EL34s.
EL34.
Two of them.
Oh yes,
Two of them.
yeah. That's
I
okay.
think that's the reason why it's called Bassbreaker.
Okay, I see. No, not bad. Yeah, no, sure.
But
Good machine.
I really like the clean tone. I mean, clean. It's not clean because there's a pedal running. There is the amp is on.
Yeah, but
it's
it
cranked.
keeps the fatness.
But right, and you can feel how it breathes.
Yes. That's cool. Now let's play some little licks over some little drum and bass.
I would.
I prepared.
Wonderful, Mr. Dorfer.
Okay, it was
And
a pleasure.
before we forget,
Yes,
buy some T-shirts.
and it's not really necessary to have his body.
No. It's
It's not bad having his body,
It's only the shirt, you know.
but
only the
it
shirt.
fits everybody.
The shirt makes you.
The T-shirt makes the body. Yes.
In people we trust.
See you.